technology leaders are the architects of that innovation, turning that startup into unicorns. Hi friends, what do you think if the next $1 billion idea is sitting in the room right now? I can see the smile on your faces, isn't it? It has created a spark, right? A startup ecosystem is nothing but a place. It's not a place, it's a spark. It's a place where it's a spark where ideas, talent, and culture collide to create an ignite. Hi, this is Manisha Soy, the director of a startup company with global technology experience and leadership of 2 decades in diverse technologies and domains. My motto is simple and yet powerful: to empower all founders and also nurture all ideas so that we build the right environment so that technology and innovation can sustain, grow, and scale. Because when technology thrives, innovation thrives, and everything thrives, whether it is growth, economy, it is talent, it is ideas. Let me explain to you by a simple story. There was this guy called Samar who is from a product design background. He went to his rural village and saw a problem. He saw that farmers were unable to yield crops because they did not know the right time for irrigation. Yields were less, water was being wasted, and predictions were made just based on guesswork. He thought of an idea: what if I create a simple low cost technology for the farmers so that they get real-time alerts on their phone? Isn't that a brilliant idea? But like any other founder, he didn't have any industry background. He didn't have any business experience. He had no funding. He didn't have a prototype. So what he did, he went to his local challenge, which was done by one of the startup ecosystem programs, and he presented his idea over there. In that hackathon, he didn't win, but he got noticed, he got the visibility, and a mentor approached him and said, your idea seems real and it has a solution to it. Let me help you define it. So at that point of a time, where he did not have a mentor, where he did not have a support system, so here's where the startup ecosystem, where we belong, comes into picture. He got the right infrastructure for his prototype. He was able to define his customers, that is his farmers, in respective segments and regions. He was able to come with a prototype. Also, he got an IoT mentor who helped him create this device. And he was able to come up with this product with respective cloud credits, which was offered to him by the ecosystem. And within 8 weeks of time, his idea, which was just a concept, became a working model. Now, it was time for his idea to be presented in a demo. And with the help of the startup ecosystem, he presented it to the local agricultural NGO with the help of 20 farmers. And believe it, my dear friends, the results were very promising. The yields of these 20 farmers increased by 20%, and also the water usage which was there was reduced by 30%. So here's where the ecosystem steps in and helps young innovators to grow. Next was funding. When he approached in the local councils, the agri-tech enablers give him funding for rupees 15 lakhs so that the seeds for these crops could be done. He got entry into major markets as well. Also, for his devices, he got manufacturers who would provide him the technical things at a very low cost. Also, he had connectivity from the various networking companies who provided him the connectivity restoration to remote places. And in this way, this young guy grew from a small idea which was just few 15 lakhs or so, and in 2 years time, which was just limited to 20 farmers, turned out to 40,000 farmers. Do you think without the ecosystem this would have been possible? It wouldn't have been possible. So where the ideas are there from the startups, it's just a small baby, but as the ecosystem steps in, it gives an environment for all these young startups to grow, strive and sustain. So here I am as your technology leader to help you out where you have your budding new youngsters in schools and colleges, or even yourselves who come up with these new ideas, where we nurture and help you sustain to grow in your respective technologies, be it any field. So any help you want, friends, I am there here for you. Thank you.